Today, my dear friends, we shall delve into the art of defeating one's enemies without resorting to violence. Remember, the true victory lies not in overpowering others, but in mastering oneself. Let us begin with our 10 rules on how to achieve this feat using Socratic philosophy. 1. Know thyself, the gateway to victory. The Oracle of Delphi proclaims, know thyself. These words hold the key to understanding the essence of victory. To know oneself is to gaze into the mirror of the soul and discern the depths of one's being. Self-knowledge is a journey of introspection, a voyage into the innermost chambers of the heart and mind. It requires courage to confront our flaws and virtues alike, to acknowledge our strengths and weaknesses without reservation. Through self-awareness, we uncover the hidden treasures of our character, the guiding principles that shape our actions and decisions. We come to understand our passions, our fears, our dreams, and aspirations. Through self-awareness, we uncover the hidden treasures of our character, the guiding principles that shape our actions and decisions. We come to understand our passions, our fears, our dreams, and aspirations. In knowing ourselves, we gain clarity of purpose and direction. We discern the path that leads to our highest potential, the path of virtue and wisdom. Armed with this self-knowledge, we stand firm against the tides of adversity, unwavering in our resolve. Thus, my dear friends, let us embark upon the noble quest of self-discovery. Let us journey inward with humility and curiosity, for in knowing ourselves, we unlock the door to victory without violence. 2. Understand your enemy. Deciphering the mind. To defeat your enemy without fighting, you must understand them deeply. What motivates them? What fears or insecurities drive their actions? Only through understanding can you effectively counter their moves. Study their words, observe their actions, and delve into the depths of their character. In understanding your enemy, you gain insight into their vulnerabilities and strengths, allowing you to devise strategies that exploit their weaknesses while safeguarding against their strengths. Remember, my friends, knowledge is power. The more you understand your enemy, the greater advantage you hold in the battlefield of the mind. 3. Practice patience, the art of strategic waiting. Patience is a virtue, my friends. Rushing into battle, whether physical or verbal, often leads to unnecessary conflict. Master the art of patience, and you shall find opportunities where others see only obstacles. Patience allows you to observe, to wait for the opportune moment to strike or to retreat. It grants you the clarity of thought to devise cunning strategies and outmaneuver your adversaries without resorting to force. In the face of provocation, remain steadfast in your composure. Let patience be your shield, deflecting the arrows of aggression and preserving the peace within and without. 4. Harness the power of reason, the sword of logic. Reason is our greatest ally in the quest for victory. Instead of resorting to anger or aggression, employ the power of logic and rational argumentation. A well-reasoned argument can be more devastating than any weapon. Engage your adversaries in dialogue, presenting your arguments with clarity and precision. Appeal to their intellect, inviting them to consider your perspective with an open mind. Through the force of reason, you can dismantle the foundations of your enemy's beliefs, leaving them no choice but to concede defeat or reconsider their stance. Remember, my friends, the pen is mightier than the sword. 5. Turn enemies into friends. The alchemy of compassion. Seek to turn your enemies into friends through the power of dialogue. Find common ground, empathize with their perspective, and engage them in meaningful conversation. In doing so, you may dissolve enmity and forge alliances. Compassion is a potent force for transformation. By extending understanding and goodwill towards your adversaries, you create the possibility for reconciliation and mutual understanding. Be willing to listen as well as speak, to acknowledge the validity of opposing viewpoints while gently guiding others towards a higher truth. In the crucible of compassion, enemies can become allies, and conflicts can be resolved through understanding and cooperation. 6. Lead by example, the beacon of virtue. Be the embodiment of the virtues you wish to see in others. Lead by example and inspire those around you through your actions. A noble character is a potent weapon against hostility. Let integrity be your guiding principle, and let your actions reflect the values of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. In the presence of virtue, darkness cannot prevail. Remember, my friends, that true leadership is not about exerting power over others, but about inspiring them to greatness through the power of example. Be the change you wish to see in the world. 7. Embrace humility. The armor of the wise, humility, disarms pride and diffuses conflict. Acknowledge your own fallibility and be open to learning from others, even from your enemies. In humility, you find strength and wisdom. Pride is the enemy of progress, blinding us to our own limitations and preventing us from seeing the truth. By embracing humility, we open ourselves to growth and self-improvement. Be willing to admit when you are wrong and to seek guidance from those who possess greater wisdom. In doing so, you demonstrate your commitment to truth and your willingness to transcend the ego. 8. Seek justice, not revenge. The pillar of righteousness. Socrates. Revenge is a dish best left untouched. Instead of seeking vengeance, strive for justice tempered with mercy. True victory lies not in inflicting harm, but in upholding righteousness. Socrates, Conted. Revenge only perpetuates the cycle of violence, sowing seeds of resentment resentment and perpetuating conflict. Instead, seek to address grievances through the principles of fairness and equity. Socrates commented, "Let justice be your guiding principle, tempered with compassion and forgiveness. In the pursuit of righteousness, you shall find true fulfillment and lasting peace." 9. Cultivate inner peace, the sanctuary of the soul. Socrates, inner peace is the fortress that shields you from external turmoil. Cultivate tranquility within yourself through introspection, meditation, and philosophical contemplation. In the calm of your mind, you shall find clarity and strength. Socrates commented, "The world may be chaotic and unpredictable, but within the depths of your own being lies a sanctuary of peace that cannot be disturbed by external circumstances." Socrates commented, "Nurture this inner peace through practices that quiet the mind and soothe." 10. Pursue virtue above all, the North Star of triumph. Above all else, pursue virtue. Let wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice be your guiding stars. By embodying these virtues, you shall triumph over your enemies without ever raising a weapon. Virtue is the essence of excellence, the embodiment of the highest ideals of humanity. It is not merely a means to an end, but the very purpose of our existence. Let wisdom illuminate your path, guiding you with discernment and insight. Cultivate the courage to face adversity with grace and resilience, knowing that true strength lies in overcoming fear. Temperance, the golden mean, ensures balance and harmony in all things. Practice moderation in your desires and actions, for excess leads only to folly and ruin. And above all, let justice be your guiding principle, upholding fairness and equity in all your dealings. Stand up for what is right, even in the face of opposition, for in justice lies the foundation of a civilized society. My dear friends, let virtue be your constant companion on the journey of life. In its light, you shall find not only victory over your enemies, but also the fulfillment of your highest potential as human beings. And so, my dear friends, as you venture forth into the world, may you walk the path of virtue with courage and conviction. May you shine as beacons of light in a world too often shrouded in darkness, inspiring others to follow in your footsteps. Remember always the words of the Oracle of Delphi, "Know thyself." For in knowing yourself, you unlock the key to victory, not only in the battles of the world, but in the eternal quest for truth, goodness, and beauty. Farewell, my dear friends, and may the wisdom of Socratic philosophy be your constant companion on the journey of life.